What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Import and Modify. I've been quite busy, that's why I have not uploaded in quite a while, but I wanted to give you guys an update. I've been busy pursuing a different career because my body's been wearing out. I'm 45, I've been doing mechanic work for quite a while, and I decided that my life needs a change. So go ahead, check this clip out, and you'll see what I've been doing. Alright, y'all, I decided to become a pilot. Yep, and it's been fun. Actually, it's been really fun. It's been a little stressful, I ain't gonna lie, because I come from zero experience. I had to actually, learn from the ground up, and it was a little nerve-wracking at first, but I'm well on my way. I'm almost done with my private pilot. I just have to do my cross-country, and I'm ready for my check ride, and I need to get caught up a little bit more on my studies. So I definitely need to lay down the hammer on that and get that finished up. But here pretty shortly I'll have my private pilot's license, and then I go on to my instrumentation, and on just so on and so forth. They have different levels of certification to get to become a certified pilot, whether you want to go for the airlines, flight instruct, whatever. I'm gonna go all the way through this academy, and then from there, once I graduate, it's just gonna be me getting my hours as a flight instructor until I get that magical number where the airlines and the bigger companies want to hire you in. So you definitely have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort, do the time, but it's very rewarding. I have a friend who's a professional pilot, and he makes a killing, and right now they need pilots really bad. So I need a change in my life, and that's the route I decided to go, and it fits me. So I can't do office work. I can't be around a bunch of people all the time. It's just I was looking at all the professions basically, and being a pilot suits me. So happy I decided to do it, and hope you guys are happy for me. But back to the Prelude real quick, what we were initially having this episode for. It's been a little bit different since the last time you guys seen it, right? I got a spoiler on the back. It's from an RSX. It's fiberglass. It's a Duraflex brand. It's mounted solid though. It's on there, and it's utilizing the factory mounting holes for the trunk. I just had to drill and put in a helicoil on the rear on both sides, but the front one bolts in on both sides. So I just helicoiled the rear and bolted it right up to where the factory mounts, and it fits pretty good, man. It looks like it belongs on a Prelude actually. And so I did take the Honda S300 out of the EK, and I installed it, and I put the wideband gauge right here on this bezel. I got that off the eBay, and it was like 25 bucks. I don't know, don't ask me for the link, just go search it in eBay, you'll find it. Wideband bezels. I mean, that's all I can say. A lot of people ask me for links. Man, just do some research, bro. Too busy. I did sticker bomb the bezel, and I think it came out pretty good. And what else did I do? Honda, the bezel, yada yada. On the engine side of things, I did refinish the valve cover, gave it that little tuxedo look. I took the intake manifold out, and I put a Skunk 2 racing one in it, and also the throttle body is Skunk 2 oversized. I think it's like a 70mm throttle body, and innovative mounts all the way around, because the factory ones were pretty shot, and just little things. But it's coming around. I've just been playing with it a little bit on the side, And the next thing I found on eBay as well. I like to search eBay every now and again for used parts that are a good deal. And it came across this short throw shifter. It's a Weapon R. And it's just a little aluminum piece that bolts in, kind of like that on the shifter itself, and it changes the point where it shifts at, so it'll give you a shorter throw. And I got this for 30 bucks. It's gently used. 30 bucks for a short throw upgrade in the Prelude. Why not? I mean, you know, I'm a student now. I got a ball on a budget. Well, that's what we're going to be doing to this Prelude. We're going to go ahead and put that kit in there, and we'll see how the shift throws before and after, and then we'll check it out. Simple upgrade, and it's not going to be too bad. Just going to take the center console off out of the way, and I think that I'm not sure how this was clipped on. I think this was plastic welded, maybe. I don't remember whenever I manual swapped it, and I don't want to break anything, so I'm just going to remove all this. If you can get around it, you can. If not, oh well. I'll know when I take the center console off, and then we'll install that, and we'll see how it feels in the end, and take it on a spin and see if I have more controlled, precise, shorter shifts. All right, so we're going to be removing the center console, and before we take the fasteners out on the bottom, there's 3 of them along the bottom, 1 here and then 2 back here. It's like that on both sides. You grab this boot right here from the bottom of the shifter, drop it down, and then twist this off. How's those videos go? Many moments later, it is off. All right, we're at the point now to take it off. Alright, so here's the shift lever right here. I went ahead and loosened 10mm nut, so I'm going to take that off, take the washer off, and then this is the cable, right, that we're going to be dealing with, and there is where it used to mount. So this bracket right here, I was test fitting it just a second ago, and it doesn't seem to fit very good at all, because if you see right there, there's a gap. Right here, there's a gap, and if you look right here where the cutout is, it doesn't go all the way over to the middle of the shifter. It's off to the right because it hits right there. So import modify time, right? I'm gonna go ahead and relieve that slot. I'm gonna relieve it further back to where we can mount it flush, tighten it down, and then we'll install it. That way it just doesn't wiggle itself loose and becomes nice and sturdy. And then we'll try it out. And if I don't like it, I can always just take it off and put it back to stock, right? I'm gonna try it out. It's 30 bucks. So let's do it. That's what we gotta trim back about right there. And it should give us a flush fit. And we'll try it out. All right, so I finally got this all figured out, all right? We took that much material off, right? Now, it's flush, like it should be. There's no gap. But this spacer portion right here protrudes more than the body. So tightening the nut down, it still leaves it wiggly because it's not clamping down on this body, right? This is a solid mounting point. It should be a solid mounting point as well, right? No movement. So we got this part figured out, and the way to get that thing to clamp down is you need 8mm washer, and you can put it right there and there, and now you got something to tighten down to, and this won't stick out of the body portion of it anymore, and you can tighten it down. I did put Loctite here, and I put Loctite on the set screw. So let's go ahead and put this thing back together and see how it works out. Alright, so here's the finished product, guys. We got it nice and flush. We got Loctite on the set screw in the back. I put Loctite on this fastener. You're not supposed to put this super tight, just enough to snug it up and then leave it along with the Loctite. It'll hold, and yeah, you can feel the difference in the throw, definitely. So coming straight out of the box, it will not work correctly. It'll wiggle itself loose. You're gonna have to relieve it if you're getting a Weapon R. I don't know about other brands, but yeah, you definitely have to do this modification, because the way the other one was designed, it gets loose, it's floppy, because this doesn't cinch down all the way because of the inadequate relief that they cut out for it. So I guess they saw that after the manufacturing process and said, oh, let's put a set screw on the end and then call it a day. And that's what they did, and then over time it wiggles loose. With this, it will not wiggle loose, and it will work because it's been import modified. All right, just to confirm, you do have to take the center console off because the boot right here does not pull out from the top. There seems to be 4 fasteners, so taking the center console off to do this job is a must. I'm gonna do a little bit of YouTube magic here. All right, YouTube magic. This little shift adapter has been a lot of work to get this thing to work. For a $30 piece with all this work, is it worth it? You judge. I don't know. You can get better shifts, better throws out of it, but you have to do quite a bit, obviously, to make this thing work right. I had to take the boot off because whenever I move it side to side, this was hitting the inside of the shift boot, causing the whole plastics to shift like that. And then whenever you go up to first, third, or fifth, the bottom of the boot protrudes in the way of this cable, so whenever you do that, it wants to move the whole thing up a little bit. So I took the boot out for the time being, and I put the shift knob on from the EK. I took it out, so it gives it a little bit of flavor, but I'm gonna have to trim the inside of that boot in order to get it to all clear and not be wiggling my center console around. So you judge. I mean, it's quite a bit of work, right, for a little bracket, but it looks pretty cool for now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just see how it feels. I did convert my gauge lights to LED, and whenever I did that, the check engine light stays illuminated, but when I pull up the engine codes on Honda, it doesn't show any engine codes, so something's up with that. It wasn't on until I swapped the LED lights. No big deal. Figure it out. Yeah, it feels nice. It's a little bit shorter. I mean, it ain't like, oh wow, it's so short to shift, but it's definitely an improvement over the factory piece. And my car is just warming up. It's not really up to operating temperature yet, but I don't like getting on them till they warm up. Old stuff. Okay, my tuning ain't all perfect on this because I tuned it myself, and I could show you guys on another episode, but a little scratch right there. This transmission does it shifts fine, but it does have like a light scratch in third if you are quick to force it in, but if you just give it like a quick little pause and hit it, it won't scratch at all. And it's just one of those gambles you have whenever you put a used transmission in. And this is a used transmission we got out of that donor car that it had 160,000 miles on it, so you know, you run that gamble. But overall, it's been a pretty good transmission. All right, y'all, so the 5th gen Honda Prelude is coming along. It's getting there, you know, little mod by little mod. It's improving. I went over all the mods that I did to catch you guys up. It's been a minute, so I'll try to put some more videos out there whenever I get the time. It's just that my life has been stupid busy learning this new profession that I decided to take on. So this short throw shifter, is it worth it? Y'all decide. Y'all saw what I had to go through in order to get that work. It's in there, it's not going nowhere, so it's gonna stay there. It definitely feels better than what it was without the bracket, but you have those problems that go with it, with the shift boot and everything. So I'm probably gonna modify this and put like a nice Crown Royal bag or something on it, something old school cool, you know. We used to do that a lot in the 90s with these cars, old Crown Royal bag. I don't know if people still do that a lot, but we used to do stuff like that, get kind of creative with it. Y'all saw how the tuning is on the engine. I did that myself, tuning. I've been learning how to do it, and I've been playing with the Honda data logging and making, you know, every time I drive it, I'll bring my laptop and I'll improve it a little bit. And basically, the cells that I collect the information in and I tune, I kind of scale the rest of the maps in like the 2D and 3D scaling graphs. Sorry, the 2D and 3D graphs. I will scale it off of the known data that I collect and do it that way. And then I found by doing that, it allows me to be closer to the targets of where I need to be whenever it gets in those cells for the first time. So I've been kind of going off of that formula. But after I'm done with the private pilot license here, I transfer to Tulsa, Oklahoma to a big academy out there. And if you guys know about Humble Performance, they have a YouTube channel and they do a lot of Honda tuning on dyno. They have like a dyno in-house and they do a lot of tuning on Hondas. So I'm gonna be in their neck of woods, man, whenever I go to that academy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down there and get this put on a dyno and get it dyno tuned and see about filming some of that. And Humble, they stay pretty busy with all kinds of Honda stuff. So if you guys are a Honda nut, check out Humble Performance. They're pretty good. And I know they'll get this thing right on the dyno. It'll be way better. They'll be able to dial in those ignition tables, and that's where you make, you know, the power, and that's where you feel that delivery that you got to have a dyno. There's just no way around it. You got to have a dyno. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's a little bit winded. It is what it is. I just felt the need to reach out, put a video out there so you guys can be caught up, see what I've been up to. And when I can do more videos, I will. It will slow down for a second in between me transferring to the other school. I'll probably have a little break in between. I'll put some more videos out or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is, guys. I enjoyed doing it. I felt like I needed to do it for a long time, but it felt good now that I've done it. So if that makes any sense. I'm rambling. All right. Check y'all out to the next one. Peace out, and y'all have a good day.